For our third broadcast of the night, we've had TV for all three, or at least the first two, and now all three for tonight. We're going back to back now on 93.3 FM KMOR as we get set for the nightcap here at Gering High School with the homestanding Gering Bulldogs playing their first time at home this season as they're in action against Alliance. Gering got beat last night by the score of 63-55, drop one to Mitchell, and for Alliance it was a 15-point win in their matchup with Sidney. So far tonight we've had two games here at Gering High. In the opener it was Shadron knocking off Sidney 47-40, and just a little bit ago it was Scottsbluff with a 13-point win over the Mitchell High Tigers 59-46. We're about just under 9 minutes away from opening tip. We'll step away, come back, and we'll hear from Gering second-year head coach Kyle Cotton, find out what's in store tonight for his Bulldogs against the top-seeded Alliance Bulldogs here tonight. Game number 2 for both these teams this season. We'll come back and hear with Coach Cotton. Pre-game coaches' comments on the way, brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing, next on the Rural Radio Network.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Tip-off for our final game of the night here at Gering High School. The Bulldogs from Gering High, they'll be on their home floor set to take on Alliance in just a couple of minutes. Gering dropped one last night to Mitchell. Alliance got the win, of course, over Sidney. So we get set for this day 2 matchup. Time to visit with head coach Kyle Cotton. Pre-game coaches' comments right here on the Rural Radio Network, brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his staff, and you'll be in The Zone all season long. Well, Coach, you mentioned you got it before we started recording. You got off to a slow start last night, and boy, I think at one point somebody sent me a text message, and it was 20-6 or somewhere in that neighborhood. Tough to recover when you fall down that big that early.
Yeah, you know, we came out, we hit a 3 right away to take a 3-0 lead, and then they answered immediately with a 3 of their own. And then from that point on, they just kind of dictated how the game went for, you know, about a 7-8 minute stretch. And then you know, we kind of got back into the game. A lot of inexperienced guys for us playing. We played 11 guys in the game. I really enjoyed how we fought back. We cut it late to, I think, 4, and then down the stretch, you know, they made some plays and we missed a few shots. But overall, I was very, very pleased with how we battled and, you know, the mental toughness we showed in the second half.
I saw Jack had a real nice night scoring the basketball.
Yeah, you know, him and Brett are going to be huge for us in terms of the offensive end. But defensively, you know, he did a great job on Austin time. And, you know, 20 points, I didn't even think he had 20 points, honestly. He just does it so effortlessly, and he's just one of those guys, you know, you never think he's got a bunch, and then all of a sudden he does.
What about the atmosphere over at Scottsbluff? I'm sure there's a few differences right now between your home gym and over at Scottsbluff, but all in all, it's kind of pretty similar. I mean, this limited fan attendance, is it? I'm sure it's a little bit different for the players than it is for the coaches. What about from your perspective last night, you know, kind of being a head coach of a high school basketball team in that environment?
It's definitely different. I was just thankful that we were out there getting to play, honestly. You know, the fans that came were loud. It would have been a lot, you know, different had there been, you know, a packed house like normal. But, it's just great that we're playing, and any opportunity we have to play is just a blessing. I felt like our guys did a good job, and so did Mitchell's of kind of keeping the atmosphere upbeat, and it didn't seem like there was, a limited amount of fans there just by the way and how loud they were.
Now, I was able to watch Alliance and Sydney over at your place last night. Alliance wins at 60-45. Casey Clark had 30 plus, and I mean, he's gonna, with all the talent they had that he played with last year, now a bunch of that starting talent gone, graduated, and this guy's gonna take on the full load. He scored back to the basket on the block. He hit some threes. He drove. He hit some mid-range shots. So he kind of showed the full package last night.
Yeah, I was fortunate to watch a little bit, and I was really impressed with him last year. I thought he kind of just fit into his role last year, and I was anxious to see what he could do this year, and like you said, he dominated that game. I think that's not the only game he's going to do that in. He's a matchup nightmare for pretty much anyone that's going to play him at 6'5". So we're just going to have to do our best to try to limit him, trying to make these other guys beat us, but they have fully capable guards that can beat you as well. So it's going to be a really tough matchup for us.
What about an area that you definitely need to improve upon from last night to kind of up your game a little bit?
We got to get some inside scoring. That was, very evident in the first half. Our big guys did a much better job in the second half of kind of controlling the paint. But yeah, we got to get some sort of interior game. We can't just rely on jump shots repeatedly.
And we'll get you out of here on this one, finishing up with Gering head coach Kyle Cotton with a key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty. And you get that with every new vehicle purchase at Team Auto. Well, Coach, what's it take to, give this Alliance team a real battle tonight? You're on your home floor. That'll be nice. So what do you think it takes to maybe get in the win column?
Well, I think first and foremost, we got to try to limit Clark. And then from there, we just have to play good team defense, try to do our best on the offensive end to get open looks and finish around the rim. We didn't do a good job of that last night, but I really like the way our team is coming together and the effort and mental toughness we're starting to show. So if we can, limit Clark and play some solid defense and make a few shots, I think we'll be okay.
Final game of the night here at Gering High School for day 2 of the Western Conference Boys Tournament on the way in just a few minutes. Coach Cotton, appreciate the time as always, bud. Have some fun tonight, and best of luck in this one.
Yep, thank you.
We'll come back with more right after this tip-off approaching on the Rural Radio Network.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
You from our Logos broadcast location here tonight at Gering High School, set for Game 3 of 3, the back end of our triple header on KNDB.TV and Allo Channel 190. And if you're listening on KMOR, the back end of 8 doubleheaders. We have the Scottsbluff matchup just a little while ago, go final against Mitchell as the Bearcats moved to 2-0. That final was 59-46. We get ready now for Gering and Alliance. Gering on their home floor. Alliance comes in as this tournament's top seed. With you from our Logos broadcast location, a second straight night here at Gering. Tomorrow we'll have all 3 boys games at Scottsbluff. Gering Activities Director Glenn Koski on the PA. Talk a little bit about some of the protocols and things of that nature that are taking place here. Obviously, limited fan attendance, only household members allowed into the gym here at the start of the high school basketball season. We get set now for the playing of the national anthem. We'll step away and come back with starting lineups right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Just about ready for the final game of our triple header here tonight from Gering High School. It's Alliance and the homestanding Gering Bulldogs. Alliance picked up a 60-45 win over Sydney last night. Meanwhile, for Gering, a 63-55 loss over at Scotts Bluff as they lost their matchup with Mitchell. Let's get to starting lineups right now. First for the Bulldogs from Gering, it'll be Brent Pazanka, 6'1 senior. He scored 16 in last night's loss. Jack Franklin led the way with 20, a 6'1 senior. Hunter Hayden, a 5'11 senior. Caden Bonsack, a 6'2 sophomore, and Sam Rushlow, a 6'3 junior. For Bonsack, he had 8 points and 10 rebounds last night. How about for the top-seeded Alliance High Bulldogs? Kellen Muir slides into the starting lineup after an 8-point game last night. Jaden Kelly will handle the ball quite a bit, a 6'3 senior in the backcourt. Chase King, 6'2 senior. He'll play baseball at the collegiate level. Kason Clark, of course, had 31 points last night, the 6'6 senior. And rounding out the starting five, it's Creighton Siza, 6'1 senior, who scored 6 in the win last night over Sydney. We're set now for our opening tip, brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza. Check Papa Murphy's out at 2801 Avenue B in Scotts Bluff, where it's always love at 425 degrees. Don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club. They've always got a sweet deal waiting on you there. That opening tip controlled by Alliance. Jaden Kelly on the bounce. He'll swing it left side. It's Kellen Muir. He scored 8 in the win last night. Kelly on the catch and shoot 3. That's off the mark. Underneath. Rebound grab by Brent Pazanka. Pazanka up the floor quickly to Franklin. Franklin led Gering with 20 last night. Bonsack out high, little pressure release. He'll get rid of it in a hurry. Now they slide a pass to Bonsack. He gives it to Pazanka, and Gering turns it over on their first possession. Back-to-back turnovers. A missed shot from Alliance. Then the Gering turnover, and now an Alliance turnover on their second possession. Scoreless, a little over 40 seconds gone by here in the opening stanza. Brent Pazanka off a high screen from Bonsack. It's kicked, picked up near midcourt. Siza defending, and dangerous pass to Franklin. He'll save it in bounds to Bonsack. Gering maintains their possession in the half court. Up top to Hunter Hayden. They'll move it left side with the ball is Jack Franklin. Franklin. He'll play baseball at the collegiate level at Friends University. I believe that's in Wichita. Can't knock down the shot. Franklin dives after the loose ball. It is out of bounds. Last touched by Franklin and Gering. 6:43 to play. Rough start offensively on both ends of the floor for these two squads. Kelly, now King. They'll move it to Muir on the left side wing. Up top, Creighton Siza. Coach Michael Baker didn't take long for Coach to get up off the bench. Wanted him to reverse the basketball. You might have heard. And now Alliance turns it over. They step along the baseline. Their second turnover here in the early going. 6:23 left. Still scoreless as both these teams settle in. Their first matchup of the season, obviously. Gering got beat by Mitchell last night with Austin Tyne. Tyne was not available tonight, sprained his ankle, and now Gering throws it away. Inbounding Alliance, it'll be Creighton Siza. He'll handle point guard duties here early. Siza to the high post, Clark. Give and go action. Kason Clark gets it back from Siza. Clark shoots over the defender and knocks in a triple. Kason Clark had 31 points last night. 6'6" senior. He has stepped into a starring role this year with the departure of a lot of those talented athletes from a year ago from Alliance. The dump down low. Bonsack gives it up. Ball is batted around. Pazenka's shot hangs on the iron and drops in. Brett Pazenka has Gering on the board. They'll lob it out top, a 3-2 start. Now Kelly trying to tack on another three-point field goal. Left it short. Here comes Gering. Gering in the all-blue uniforms here tonight is the lower seed. Alliance in the home whites. Franklin puts it on the deck, goes to the rim, gets fouled. Shot wouldn't drop, but Jack Franklin will step to the foul line to shoot two. Foul goes on Jaden Kelly, his first. Franklin led Gering last night with 20. And he drops in the foul shot. We're tied early, 3-3, 4:51 to go. Mix of turnovers and a little bit of ragged half-court offense between these two teams here in this feeling out period known as the first quarter. Jack Franklin gets a couple of foul shots to drop. Gering has their first lead, 4-3. Clark screens high for Siza. Siza, now Kelly. Bonsack giving him the three. That's an interesting matchup. We'll see how that one develops. And now Alliance miscommunication. Siza went on the cut towards the rim. Muir's pass went off the scorer's table. Alliance 3 turnovers early on. I think Brett Pazenka's lost a contact. This will be interesting. Will he put it in his mouth before he puts it back in the eye? No, he's just going straight to the eye. One time in high school, I lost one. Had my mom come down out of the stands and take one out of her eye, and I just put it in mine. We weren't even sure what the prescription was like, but hey, it had to work for the moment. Got the job done. Kind of gross, I guess, but look, you do what you got to do. Pazenka did exactly that. And now the ball is kicked. He picks it up along the far sideline. Now Caden Bonsack. He picks up his dribble after one bounce. Floats the pass, far side of the floor. Here's Pazenka. Down low, Rushlow. Rushlow goes to work, cut off by a double team. Bonsack in traffic, too strong. And the rebound to Chase King. Muir quickly up the floor. It's Kelly. Kelly, Euro step off the square. And two, first bucket of the night for Jaden Kelly. Alliance leads 5-4, a little over halfway through this opening quarter. Into the game for the first time is Jacob Van An for Gering, a 5'11 sophomore. Nearly stolen. On the catch, Bonsack. And Bonsack walked with it. Gering's third turnover early. Jaron Matulka comes in, and also checking in is Hunter Littlehoop, a 6-foot senior. Matulka played a lot of minutes last night. He scored 2. Siza will handle across the timeline. Alliance leads early 5-4. Little Hoop on the catch. High post, right elbow. King. Got a little no-look delivery to Little Hoop off his fingertips, and then Gering comes up with the turnover. Brett Pazanka cut off. Gets it to Bonsack in the paint. Caden Bonsack got in the air. Dumped that pass off to Tyler Garrett, a 5'10 junior. Entry pass down low to Rushlow. Didn't need the bounce. Could have gone right up. Missed the shot, and here comes Alliance. They lead 5-4. Chase King to Kason Clark. Pazanka defending against Clark. Size mismatch. We'll see if they try to get Clark down into the post area. Instead, it's Siza. Can't convert from downtown. Rebound. We'll get a whistle and a jump ball. Possession arrow will give the basketball to Gering. 2:43 to play in the opening quarter. 5-4 Alliance. Joe Wybera, a 6'3 senior, will come into the game as Rushlow will head to the bench. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to play. Opening quarter here. Back into a triple header at Gering tonight. Limited fan attendance. Glad we could bring you this entire Western Conference tournament, both girls and boys tournaments. Those brackets for you on KNEB.TV. Tonight's ball game you're watching on Allo Channel 190, maybe just simply KNEB.TV. And Garrett's three ball off the front of the iron. We'll get a push. Foul called against Caden Bonsang with a push underneath. First team foul on Gering goes against Bonsang. Little Hoop will inbound. And Siza will bring the ball up the floor. Creighton Siza scored 6 last night, the 6'1 senior. Little Hoop, Matulka right side on the catch. Now Siza, little shot fake. Didn't really clear out too much space for him, and they'll reset now. Matulka blows by. Little Hoop shoots over Wybera off the front of the iron. Ball hits the floor, still loose, whistle. And we'll get another jump ball. This time it'll go to Alliance. Kason Clark able to reach in and tie it up the last minute for Alliance. Eli Merez, I believe. Yep, Merez checks in. His first appearance, a 5'8 sophomore. Gering had 6 players score last night. Inbounds pass to Siza. Siza into the paint. Now back to Little Hoop. Siza dumps it down low. Little Hoop on the post move. Creighton Siza back behind the arc. Minute and 45 to play. And Alliance throws it away. Miscommunication with King. Head to the bucket. Matulka's pass sails out of bounds. 5 turnovers committed by Alliance so far early. Minute 35 seconds to play in the first quarter. Merez has it. Right side, well behind the arc. Wybera out high. Little Hoop reaches in, comes up with the steal, and they'll give it off, and finishing in transition is Chase King. King has 7. Or check that, Alliance leads 7-4. King with his first bucket of the night. Jack Franklin with the ball in his hand, and we'll get a timeout taken by Kyle Cotton. A 30-second timeout. Yep, we'll keep it right here on the 30-second break in the action. Tell you about one of our fine high school sports sponsors, Floyd Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. Find them at 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scottsbluff. Also Ally Property Management Real Estate. From real estate to rental properties to property management, Ally is your friend in real estate. Winner here will advance to play Scottsbluff tomorrow at 2 in the boys' championship game. Out of the timeout for Gering, Wybera, Garrett, Pazanka, Franklin, and Merez. For Alliance, Muir, Matulka, King, Little Hoop, and Kason Clark. Clark scored 31 last night. He has an early 3-point make here against Gering so far in this one. Franklin, a pull-up jumper, left it short. Ball's batted in the air. Who's going to come out with it? Good look ahead by Matulka. And attacking the rim for the layup, Chase King, back-to-back buckets on some runouts. 40 seconds to play. And Alliance has pulled out to a 5-point lead, 9-4. Matulka pressuring Merez. Merez along the baseline, little runner with the right. Rebounding is Matulka, and reaching in and fouling is Tyler Garrett. .26 seconds to play. Alliance looks like they want to take the final shot of the quarter. King between the legs, low to the floor bounce. They'll rise up a little bit. We're down to 12 seconds to play. We dip under 10. King has it. Gering sitting back. Everybody camped inside the three-point arc. Clark on the touch. Now it's King. Spin, shoots over Rushlow, and Chase King buries his shot right before the buzzer sounds. Alliance finishes on a nice little run. They score the final 8 points of the first quarter, and after one, Alliance leads in this battle of the Bulldogs 11-4 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Prime Metal Products. Papa Murphy's. Farm Bureau Agent Sean Harvey, and by John's Body Shop.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Chris Cottrell with you tonight on KMOR and, of course, KDB.TV. We've got coverage on Allo Channel 190. Alliance leads Gering 11-4 as we get set for the start of the second quarter. It'll be Gering basketball. Jack Franklin will inbound it to Brett Pazanka. Case and Clark will start this second quarter on the bench for Alliance, as will Chase King. Jackson bears in. They get it down low. Chase Boyer defends in the post against Brett Pazanka, and Brett is fouled on the shot. He'll get 2 at the line. Early second quarter action here from Gering. Pazanka last night had 16 and 5 rebounds. And Brett drills the first, his 3rd point of tonight's ball game. Winner plays Scotts Bluff tomorrow at 2 in the championship game. And Pazanka hits both. Gering 4 for 4 at the stripe here early, keeping themselves in it. They have just 1 bucket from the floor scored by Pazanka along the baseline. Little hoop. Good find on the perimeter. Boyer wasn't ready to take that shot. In the corner, Bear. Ball deflected into Boyer's hands. Underneath, Jackson Bear didn't go, but he got fouled. He'll shoot 2. Bear last night had 2 points off the bench. .7:18 to go. Bear short. Little right as well off the iron. Lead stays at 5 for the top seed from Alliance here tonight, the Bulldogs. on the road with the white home jerseys on as the higher seed. 1-2 for Jackson Bear. 12-6 the score. Bonsack catches down low, turns, squares, goes to the rim, got fouled. He'll shoot 2 at the stripe. Bonsack 8 points, 10 rebounds in the loss to Mitchell last evening. And Bonsack hits the first. Gering 5 for 5 at the foul line. Too strong, their first miss. Good thing Bonsack did not get called for the foul. Turnover by Alliance. Franklin comes up with the steal. That's 6 turnovers committed by the visiting Bulldogs here tonight. Entry pass to Bonsack. Bodies down Bear into the post. That's a mismatch size-wise. Hunter Hayden trying to drive baseline, and he gets fouled. Foul called on Chase Boyer. Into one over at Scotts Bluff. Lady Cats in girls action with a 7-point lead against Mitchell, 17-10. Now Bonsack, little running jump hook. Short off the front of the iron. Creighton Siza handles. Kason Clark is back into the ball game. Clark on the wing left side. Little left-handed bounce pass to Jackson Bear. That baseline jumper off the mark. Here comes Franklin. Now Hunter Hayden up top. They swing it quickly. Driving baseline. Brett Pazanka lays it in. Brett has both field goals in the game for Scotts Bluff. Nice cut to the rim. They found Clark. He got rid of it to Bear. Trusted his teammate to make the shot. Couldn't knock it down. Franklin from downtown. That 3 falls in. We're tied at 12 after a Jack Franklin 3 ball. And a timeout taken by Michael Baker. And Alliance will break with them. Early second quarter, 12-12 on the West Coast scoreboard.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Nebraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scotts Bluff.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Elite Physical Therapy, FNBO, A. Elliott Law, Northfield Retirement, and by Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Kason Clark misses a shot out of the timeout. On the other end, a missed 3 ball from Jack Franklin. Missed everything short. Here comes Kellen Muir into the front court for Alliance. Chase King has 6. Now launching from deep is Jaden Kelly, and he buries a 3 ball. First points of the quarter. No check that. Bear got the free throw. 15-12, and we get a whistle and a foul after the Gering turnover. The Bulldogs, Gering that is, charged with the foul. This one goes against Hunter Hayden, his second. Chase King puts it on the deck. Circles back, finds a wide open Kellen Muir. Can't knock down that short corner Jay from the baseline left. And Gering rushes it quickly across half court. Bonsack takes the feed and can't hang on to the pass from Pazanka. Gering turns it over. Kelly. He'll shoot over top and miss everything. Hunter Hayden, the defensive board for Gering. Two teams have combined for 11 turnovers so far. 4:22 to play here in the first half. Pazank on the dribble. Franklin open look. And we're getting an offensive foul away from the shooter. Sam Rushlow called for the offensive foul away from the ball. 15-12 our score. Coming up on the halfway marker here in this second quarter. Clark catches down low, goes to work, got it off the square, took some contact, and Kason Clark will shoot two at the line. Had 31 last night. So you put up that type of performance, and your next night's matchup, that scouting report, will be heavily slanted towards number 20. Clark at the line, gets the first. Clark rolls in the second as well. Got them both. And with 4 minutes to go in the first half, Alliance back to a 5-point lead. It's 17-12. Tyler Garrett, double dribble. Sixth turnover committed by Gering. Kelly to Siza. Entry pass, Clark hits the deck, tips it out to Muir. Jaden Kelly can't knock down that deep three. Offensive rebound to Creighton Siza, out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Alliance. We'll go back to Gering with 3:36 to play in the first half. (17-12). Now Joseph Van An on for the first time, a 5'10 sophomore. Jack Franklin. Now Van An picks up his dribble, gets it back to Franklin quickly. Franklin directing traffic. Defender fell down. Van An open look, can't knock down the triple. Size of the rebound, reach in foul will go against Joseph Van An. .309 to play. And Siza with Alliance in the bonus. Hunter Littlehoop comes back into the game. Jaden Kelly to the bench for Alliance. Siza yet to score tonight. And he's on the board with a free throw. (18-12). Alliance leads by 6. 3:09 to play in the first half. Offensive rebound off the missed foul shot. Littlehoop can't get it to go, and now we've got a turnover as Siza stepped along the baseline. At halftime, we'll visit with, I hesitate to call him a former Alliance Bulldog, because when your dad's a head coach, you're pretty much always going to be one. That'd be Joel Baker, freshman at Concordia. Known Joel a long time. Now we got a lot of folks in the Alliance area watching tonight. So we'll visit with Joel for a few minutes at halftime, catch up with him, see how things are going. On the drive, Franklin. Whistle, blocking foul, chance for a three-point play. Foul goes against Chase King. That's his first. Franklin converts. Jack has 6 in the quarter, 8 points tonight. 3-point lead for Alliance, 18-15. Siza now right side. Muir's going to shoot the 3. That's off the mark. Ball tipped up, and here comes Brett Pazanka into the front court. Class B boys basketball here in the Panhandle this year is, and you throw Sydney in there, of course, and Shadron. Really, it's going to be, you play good on any given night, you're going to give yourself a chance. Alliance and Gering here tonight. Alliance will get the basketball back after another Gering turnover. I've got Gering down now for 7. Same number for Alliance. Entry pass to Clark, stolen away by Pazanka. Brett feeds down low. Wide open under the bucket. Jackson Schlotthauer can't score. Outlet pass from Clark to Muir. Schlotthauer into the game for the first time moments ago. Now Clark, open look for Siza. Can't get it to go. Underneath, ball tipped, batted around. Rushlow clears for Gering. On the look ahead, Schlotthauer takes the feed. And again, too strong off the glass. And Alliance throws it away on the other end. .137 to go in the first half. Low scoring first half. 18-15 is all right now. Alliance leads Gering by 3. Hunter Hayden will check in at the next dead ball. Rushlow to Franklin. Franklin on the move. And the one-legged runner comes up well short. And now Alliance with 1:15 to play. Siza picks up his dribble. Now it's Muir. Up top, Chase King. Kaysen Clark. Pazanka's done a good job defensively. Really getting up into him anytime he catches. And fighting around. Pazanka defending really well so far tonight. Just under a minute to go in the half. They'll lob it inbounds to Clark. Kaysen Clark hesitates, drives, got it with the left off the square. Big time move and finish for Kaysen Clark. 50 seconds to go. Gering with it, trailing by 5. Hunter Hayden. Some dribble handoff action, 3-man weave style out high. Hayden on the catch, now Rushlow. He'll turn middle, and boy, slid the pivot foot and they get him for the walk. Caden Bonsack checks back in. Rushlow to the bench. Right now for Gering, you've got Schlotthauer, Bonsack, Pazanka, Hayden, and Franklin. .22 seconds to go in the half. Alliance going to hold for the final shot. Gering has backed the defense. Everybody playing it inside the three-point line. Now 10 to play. How will they try and get the ball to Clark? Little pick and pop action. Instead it's King, and he walked with it. Kind of lost his footing down low just below the right block area. .7 to play. And we'll see what Gering can come up with, having to operate the full length of the floor. Franklin inbounds to Pazanka. He'll just fire away, and that pass or that shot was sort of deflected, leaving his hand. We're at halftime. And at the break, it's Alliance leading 20-15 over Gering. When we come back, we'll visit with former Alliance Bulldog and always one when your dad's the head coach. That'd be Joel Baker. We'll get to that right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Our Black Friday sale is back at Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. For 15 days only, receive 20% off every replacement window with 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments for 18 months. So keep your cash and spend ours. Purchase 3 windows and get a $500 Visa card. Purchase 4 to 7 windows and get an $800 Visa card. Or get a $1,500 Visa card when you purchase 8 to 12 windows. Hurry, this offer is only available from November 27th through December 11th. Merry Christmas to you from Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. Call 307-215-7493.
Chris Cottrell back with you tonight, night number 2 for the boys Western Conference tournament here at Gering. All 3 boys games here for day 2 at Gering High School. At halftime of the nightcap, it's Alliance in front of Gering leading 20-15. Well, time to visit with Joel Baker, former Alliance standout player, now at Concordia. And before we get to what's going on with your college stuff, Joel, thanks for stopping up. Good to see you here in the gym tonight. Let's just talk a little basketball with what we're seeing in front of us. A little bit different. You just mentioned it's a little ugly tonight, but that's a Gering Alliance game, and it sure doesn't feel the same with the gym not packed for a big rivalry matchup, does it?
No, yeah, it's definitely different without any fans. And I mean, I know the students will be going crazy right now. I'm only having a 5-point lead over them, so it's definitely, you can tell the energy's a lot different in the gym right now, for sure.
I see you moving a little bit, kind of with the hand motions, wanting guys to be moving in a certain direction or a certain way. So what are you seeing from your guys out there tonight so far for Alliance?
I think they're just a little jumpy. I mean, I think it's the second game of the year. They're still getting used to it. But I mean, a little too many turnovers. But for them, when they move the ball reverse a couple of times, they're getting good shots, and they're playing really good defense. So
Kason Clark went off last night, 30-plus point effort on opening night. A little slow going so far tonight. It's been slow going for everybody. Finished with 7 in the first half. Pazanka doing a pretty nice job getting up into his body anytime he catches, it looks like.
Yeah, Pazanka's doing a good job on him, but I mean, he hasn't got that many touches either. I think if we can get him the ball some more, he's going to score at will. That's the thing. We just got to give him the ball and get him some opportunities to score.
We were talking earlier before this game tipped off. He was a role player last year with yourself, with Braden, with Trevor, with Caden, with everybody you guys had for a state tournament type team. And really, he just filled his role and did a lot of the little things. And when his number was called, he was ready to go. But this year, heavy graduation losses and his time to shine. Last night, he was scoring from outside, off the dribble, going to the rack, back to the basket, and the mid-range. So he's really improved his game, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was a great role player for us last year. Just a great teammate. He never questioned his role, never did anything that he wasn't supposed to do. But he really came up big for us in the second half of the year, especially our district final against Lexington. I don't know if we probably don't win without him. So he was a great guy last year, and this year you can tell he's ready to step into the spotlight and be the man.
Western Nebraska, boy, the amount of state tournaments with Scottsbluff and you guys the last few seasons always felt like the 2 of the 8 teams were from the Panhandle. So a lot of great memories, a lot of great times, and you got to experience it all with your dad. You'll remember your high school years forever, won't you?
Yeah, for sure. That was probably one of the most special things, is being able to not only play high school basketball, but have my dad coach me. And it's definitely been different for me not having him as my coach. I know it's been different for him not having me and my grade that he's been coaching us since we were little.
Yeah, because he stepped away from the high school job for a while so he could coach you and your crew coming the entire way up. So, I mean, you guys were together for such a long time.
Yeah, he's been coaching us since 3rd grade. I think my freshman year was the only year he hasn't coached us since then. So it's definitely a learning curve for both of us, not having each other with us.
So tell us what it's like, the college experience for you right now. I know you're on break and you've got a little bit of a layoff now before things get going back up at Concordia. What's kind of your role in the program right now, and how are things going?
Yeah, Concordia's been great. It's an awesome program. I love it up there. There's really great people up there. The whole experience has been amazing. Right now, the varsity team's doing really well, and so is the JV right now. playing point guard up there, just like I was down here. So I'm really enjoying it, playing at the college level. I'm just really thankful I get to experience that.
Yeah, and having to do it all your first year away from home during the pandemic, so just wild times. And I mean, obviously you feel pretty safe and comfortable at Concordia, so still being away from home and in these wild times, it's got to be a little treacherous and a little difficult, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's tough. You never know what to expect now in 2020, but I'm just thankful I'm still able to play basketball, and my family's been healthy and they've stayed safe, and so I just hope that we can get out of this soon and hopefully everything gets back to normal pretty soon.
Joel, known you for a long time. Love watching you play in high school, and good to see you in town this weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy your break, and when you get back to campus, best of luck, succeed, and do everything you can, bud.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Chris.
You bet. My pleasure. That's Joel Baker, former Alliance star, and now at Concordia, stopping up for a quick chat here at halftime. Halftime score here at Gering. It is the Alliance Bulldogs leading Gering by the score of 20-15 on our West Coast scoreboard.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Travis Hawk, Panhandle Co-op, All Reed Construction, and by Ideal Linen.
We do two pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
Come in and see gifts for everyone at TC and More. Great gifts are waiting at TC and More, 1621 Broadway, Scottsbluff.
High school basketball coverage tonight on the Rural Radio Network. We are at halftime with Alliance and boys coverage, boys action leading Gering by the score of 20-15. Appreciate Joel Baker, former Alliance standout, stopping by for a little halftime chat as his former mates and his old man up by 5 on Gering right now, 20-15. We'll come, let's give you a quick check on some of these halftime numbers, check on stats, brought to you, of course, by Paul Reed Construction and Supply. Also, the Rock Pile Division Service and Equipment, 10th Street in Gering for Paul Reed Construction. Leading the way for Alliance with 7 is Kason Clark. Chase King had 6 all in the first quarter. Jaden Kelly has 5, 1 apiece for Jackson Bear and Creighton Siza. Just 3 Gering Bulldogs have scored. Jack Franklin has 8. Brett Pazanka scored 6, and Caden Bonsack has a single tally at the foul line. Step away, come back with second half action right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success combined with resources from Raymond James can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no obligation pre-retirement review.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Prime Metal Products. Papa Murphy's. Farm Bureau Agent Sean Harvey. And by John's Body Shop.
Third quarter just underway. Alliance has the basketball for this first possession of the second half. Half court set. Kellen Muir got his feet set, took the feed from Kason Clark, couldn't convert, but Clark cleared out some space underneath, came up with the offensive rebound and the putback, and he has 9 points to lead Alliance, lead all scorers as Alliance goes in front by 7, 22-15. Caden Bonsack on the perimeter. Gives it to Hayden, who hands it off to Brett Pazanka. Pazanka's pass deflected, grabbed by Jack Franklin. Gering maintains possession. Franklin will reset. He'll blow by the defender. Help side defense arrived a little bit late, too far under the bucket, and Franklin gets the layup. Franklin into double figures. He's got 9. Check that 10. 6:44 to go. Alliance and Gering a 5-point lead for Alliance here tonight. Gering High School hosting all 3 boys games this evening. Open look, Jaden Kelly buries the triple. Second 3-ball tonight for Kelly. And now Chase King into the passing lane. Slides the pass up the floor. We've got a whistle behind the play after the pass was made. A foul's called against Gering. Looking back, I didn't see, but Pazank and Bonsack were in the neighborhood. Scoreboard says that foul goes against Brett Pazanka. 25-17 the score. 8-point lead for Alliance. Chase King gives it to Kelly. Kelly to Muir. Bonsack defending against Clark. Top of the key, King to Muir. He gets baseline. And Alliance, I think King was a little nervous. He hadn't established himself back on the playing floor after the pass from Muir, so he had to let that pass go by him. And a teammate couldn't hustle to the ball in time to keep it alive. Alliance turns it over. That's their 10th turnover tonight. Lob down low. Clark intercepts the pass. They were trying to get it to Rushlow. Clark, that ball slipped out. They keep it on their end. Now Chase King. Got Rushlow in the air. Blew by along the baseline. Missed the shot. He thought he might have been fouled. Now Hunter Hayden. Back out to Brett Pazanka. Down low. Rushlow spins a lefty layup that just kind of curls off the iron, won't fall. Muir. Siza. Right side wing, Kelly. Back to Creighton Siza. 3 minutes have been played here in the third quarter. Kelly, good ball movement. Can Alliance pay it off with a nice possession that ends with points? Kelly. Clark wants it. He can get that outside shot anytime he wants it. kind of wiggled his way into the paint area. Kind of freed up King for an open look. Instead, it's Kelly going to the bucket. Lefty scoop layup, wouldn't drop, and here comes Gering the other direction. Brett Pazanka, now Caden Bonsack. He'll put it on the deck. Hayden also dribbles inside the arc. Bonsack, 8-foot jumper. Bangs off the iron, and here comes Alliance. King came to a jump stop, gathered himself, and got the 2 off the square. Chase King has 8. We'll see Jaron Matulka and Hunter Littlehoop come in at the next whistle. Loose on the floor. Pazanka turns it over. Outlet pass from Siza to Muir. Back to Siza. Cross-court pass goes to Jaden Kelly. Jump stop. He couldn't get it. Kason Clark go board. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Foul goes against Jack Franklin. First of the night on Franklin. And Kason Clark drills the first at the line. Clark hits double figures now with 10. For Gering, it's Bonsack, Schlotthauer, Hayden, Franklin, and Pazanka. 2 for 2 trip at the stripe for Kason Clark. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Alliance has built their biggest lead of the night at 12 and make it 15 as Kason Clark steps into a 3-ball, knocks it down. He's got 7 in the quarter. He's up to 14 for the game, and Alliance trying to run away from Gering here in the third. It's 32-17. Timeout on the floor. We'll step away. Alliance up right now by 15 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Holiday recycling tips.
The holidays bring wrapping paper, boxes, and trees. Remember, when done with these items, recycle them. Wrapping paper can be collected and recycled in one of the city's recycling bins. Boxes can be collapsed and stored to use later or recycled. Finally, your old Christmas tree can be dropped off at this location. This holiday season, give thanks and a start to a healthier new year. Me at Tri-City Stormwater.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group, Runza Restaurants, The Zone at Scotts Bluff Screen Printing, and by Chimney Rock Chiropractic.
Chris Cottrell with you from our Logos broadcast location here at Gering High School. 3:30 to play in the third quarter. Back end of a triple header here at Gering High School tonight from the boys Western Conference Tournament. Brett Pazanka, he and his mates going to have to get busy or this thing could get out of hand quickly, as Alliance has turned a 5-point halftime lead into a 15-point lead in the first 4+ minutes of the third. Got a whistle and a foul called against Alliance. And that'll go on Jaron Matulka. His first. Franklin out of the left corner. 3 clings off the iron. Pazanka grabs the miss. Slices his way to the bucket and lays it off the square for a deuce. Brett Pazanka has 8. Now Matulka along the baseline. Got the layup and a foul. 3-point play opportunity coming up for Jaron Matulka. First bucket of the night for Matulka. 2:50 to play in the third. Sam Rushlow comes back on, replacing Caden Bonsack. Matulka's free throw short. Jackson Schlotthauer, good box out and grabs the defensive rebound. Franklin with it. 2:40 to go in the third. Schlotthauer to Hunter Hayden. Rushlow backs his defender down, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul called on Hunter Littlehoop. Foul on the floor. First of the night on Littlehoop. Second team foul on Alliance in this second half. Pazank on the catch. Squares his man up. Now Franklin. He loves to show that ball, a little shot fake, just ball fake really. He drove it. Or at least that ball got up on the back of the, or top of the backboard, rolled over the back, and Jack looking around like, where's the whistle? Chase King on for Kason Clark. Clark's come out of the locker room with a solid third quarter performance. He's got 7 since halftime. Alliance in the half court with a 15-point lead. Creighton Siza. Matulka's going to shoot the 3. That won't go. Rebounded again by Schlotthauer, doing a good job on the glass. Jack Franklin quickly up the floor. Now Pazanka with it. Hunter Hayden. Franklin open. 3 ball. Rebound. No. Unable to handle it. Matulka knocked away. It'll stay far end, and Hayden will inbound now for Gering. 1:53 to play in this third quarter. 34-19 Alliance. Hayden, bounce pass comes in to Franklin. Franklin in the paint. Will step through defensively, and Chase King got a little pass vertical, was straight up for a moment, but he kind of came crashing down for a second. He's whistled for the foul, and now Franklin to the foul line. 1:49 left in the third. Franklin rolls one in. Jack 4 for 4 at the free throw line this evening. Mentioned it earlier. Baseball, his cup of tea at the next level. Friends University in Kansas. .149 to go in the quarter. 14-point deficit for Gering. Make it 13 as Jack Franklin hits both. Jaron Matulka out high for Alliance. Right side with it, Kellen Muir. Hunter Hayden defends. Littlehoop posting. Can't find the angle to make the entry pass. Now they'll swing it left side. Jackson Bear going to take the shot. And that'll come right back from where he released it and roll out of bounds. .115 to play on the drive. Pazanka's shot rims out. Rebounded by Bear for Alliance. Here come the visiting Bulldogs into the front court. Jaron Matulka will circle back on the dribble. King, they'll swing it right side. Bear on the catch, defended by Schlotthauer. Nearly a turnover on a throwaway, but King did a good job to find that basketball with his right hand. Littlehoop had his shot blocked from behind. Bodies slamming into one another. And here comes Gering into the front court. Jack Franklin threw it away. Matulka to Chase King. Alliance will pull the basketball back out and settle things down. 30 seconds to go here in the third. Alliance up by 13 as they try and stay patient. It's one thing to want the final shot. It's another thing to be able to just stay patient with the basketball, strong on the dribble, and then get your set going at the right time. Alliance goes with about 10. Littlehoop, elbow jumper right. Pretty good look. Pazanka rushes it the other way. He releases at the buzzer. No points there on either of those late possessions, one for each squad. After 3, Alliance in front of Gering, 34-21 on the West Coast scoreboard.
When you call Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gering Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Logos broadcast location here near the top row of the bleachers at Gering High School. Glad to have you along tonight. Maybe you've been on board Friday evening. We're all trying to do our part and stay in when we possibly can. You might be watching your third straight high school basketball game and hope you're enjoying it. Maybe you're just tuned in for this one in particular. Either way, we've got all 18 this weekend. Had 6 last night, wrapping up our 5th and 6th games here tonight between Scottsbluff and Gering, and 6 more tomorrow. Big shout out to Jeff Kelly. He's not listening because he's broadcasting right now. He's over at Scottsbluff tonight with a trio of games. He'll be here tomorrow to wrap up the girls' action. I'll be at Scottsbluff for the boys. Alliance throws, or Gering throws it away along the baseline. I've got Gering down now for 11 turnovers. Just getting started in this fourth quarter. Alliance led at half by 5, and to start the fourth, they lead it by 13. Extended that lead by 8. Coming out of the locker room, Kason Clark scored 7 of their 14. And that's his scoring number on the night, 14 points. Missed shot from Chase King, rebounded by Pazanka up the floor quickly. Hayden gets it to Bonsack, and he barrels into King, who got his feet set and took the charge. .19 to play. We get a substitution now for Gering. They'll lose some size. 4th foul on Bonsack. He'll head to the bench, and coming in is Joseph Van An. Right corner, King. Now Jaden Kelly with it. Left side, Muir. Being defended there by Hayden. Siza gives it up to King. Now Jaden Kelly working against Van An. Muir goes to the bucket. He's fouled. Like that, if that one had gone, they'd have given it to him. We'll see if it's a shooting foul. Nope, they'll say on the floor. Officials got together, talked it out. And Alliance will inbound underneath the basket. Siza finds King. King reach-in foul is going to go against Sam Rushlow. .6:48 to go in the game. Gering going to have to find some offense here in a hurry. Just 21 points through 3+ quarters. Alliance lobs it in out high to Kelly. Kelly hesitation, goes by Van An and had it stripped away. Now Pazanka leaves it for Hayden. Whips a pass to Franklin, left the short range, that mid-range jump, a little bit short. Now Kelly, open look Siza, did not take the shot. Clark would not pass that three ball up, and that bounces off the front of the iron. Siza had the real clean look. Clark's was maybe a little bit contested, but still, you'll take that shot anytime from your senior standout. Poked away by Alliance, out of bounds. It'll stay with Gering. 34-21 our score, 6:06 to play in the game. Eli Merez comes on now for Gering, a 5'8" sophomore guard. Bounces one into the post, intercepted by Alliance. Siza has it in the front court. Now Kason Clark being defended by Brett Pazanka. Kelly, left side, King dumps it down low to Clark. Jump hook with a right hand, easy. Too easy. get him the basketball. Clark has 16. 5.5 to play. Alliance back up by 15 points. Bounce pass in traffic from Hayden, wanted Pizanka cutting. I think we got a kick on the call there. Basketball stays with Gering. Hayden inbounds to Pizanka. Franklin, they'll swing it left side. Merez will put up the three. Missed everything. Clark could have let that go out of bounds, but used the long arm of the law to grab it. And Alliance brings it up the floor. And they'll turn it over. Head coach Michael Baker didn't like the result of that. Got a little bit sloppy. And the pass thrown out of bounds. Alliance has turned it over 13 times. Unofficial. I will give you that caveat every time I'm talking about turnovers. Pizanka. Nifty little lefty lay-in off the left side of the paint. Brett's in double figures with 10. Gering has had just 3 players score tonight. Jaden Kelly. Back iron 3. Rebounded by Pizanka. Outlet pass to Franklin. Franklin, little Euro step, and he gets a little teardrop to fall. Jack Franklin has 14 points. Timeout taken. And Alliance wants to talk things over. It's 36-25. Alliance up by 11 right now on the West Coast scoreboard.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Travis Hawk, Panhandle Co-op, All Reed Construction, and by Ideal Linen.
High school basketball coverage, Boys Western Conference Tournament being held here at Gering tonight with all 3 games. The scene will shift to Scottsbluff tomorrow for our final trio of boys games. I'll be there for those. Jeff Kelly will be here to wrap up things with the girls bracket. Scottsbluff had a 3-point lead at halftime in the girls game against Mitchell, 31-28. Now Kellen Muir on the perimeter has it for Alliance, 12 to go in this one. Coming out of the timeout, Alliance has it in the half court. Dribble handoff, Muir. Siza holds for a moment, puts it on the floor, picks up his dribble. Now it's Chase King on the wing right side. Out high with it. Now left side as they reverse the basketball. Near midcourt, Alliance being pushed out defensively by Gering. Down low, Clark. Clark goes to the left. Too strong off the back of the iron. Here comes Gering quickly. Franklin thought about the deep jumper. It would have been a foot on the line too. High school coach of mine once said, worst shot in basketball, foot on the line. And rolling one in was Franklin. He's up to 16 points, had 20 last night. And a foul in the backcourt will go against Eli Merez of Gering. .320 left in regulation. Gering was down by 15 earlier. That lead now for Alliance at 9, 36-27. Missed free throw. Kason Clark cleaning it up. He's got 18 on the putback. Crucial missed opportunity there for Gering to come up with a defensive board after a missed foul shot. Perez floats one in there, and yeah, the whistle came late, but correct whistle on the travel. (38-27). Inbounds pass to Muir for Alliance. He'll handle it. Lob it up the floor to Siza. Siza. And good job by Joseph Van An to step in as they tried to get the ball to Kason Clark. Merez steps into a catch and shoot three. It won't fall. Scotts Bluff's lead's been extended to 10, 48-38 in that girls game against Mitchell over at SHS. Siza. Jaden Kelly has it out high for Alliance. 2.5 to play in this one. Alliance leads it by 11. Turnover from Siza. Too tall on the feed to Jaden Kelly. Gering just close enough here. Down 11 with 2:24 to play. They catch fire. Late run. No second shot opportunities on the other end, maybe. But just have been unable to generate any consistent offense so far tonight. Jack Franklin will bring it across into the front court. And he carried the basketball. Yeah, he was kind of slow playing the dribble, trying to lull the defender to sleep, and then hit the quick crossover button. And a lot of times when you do that, you tend to over-exaggerate that move. And now we're going to get a travel on the other end called against Kellen Muir. Timeout taken by head coach Michael Baker for Alliance. This will be a full timeout deep into the fourth quarter. Alliance leads Gering 38-27 on the West Coast scoreboard.
New season and new fashion is in at Compliments for you and your home. Check out what's new from Tribal and Charlie B. From light layers for warm days and cool nights to reversibles that are a must-have for the season. Compliments has the style for you. With great looks come great deals. Compliments always has weekly deals to bring more style into your life. Get ahead of the trends and get the new shapes, shades, and colors this season at Compliments for you and your home. 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by B&C Steel, Buyers Realty, WNCC, Extreme Dense, and by Platte Valley Companies.
Also tonight, of course, coverage on KNDB.TV, Allo Channel 190. Glad to have everybody on board. Maybe you're even listening online at KMORFM.com. Van An to Franklin. Kelly defends against Jack Franklin. Joseph Van An on the drive. A little scoop right-hand finish off the square for Joseph Van An. His first 2 points tonight. First 2 points of the season for Van An. Minute 45 to go in the game. Alliance in no hurry, up by 9. And we'll get a hand check called against Van An. Second foul on Van An, and that'll send Chase King to the free throw line for Alliance so far tonight. King has scored 8, got 6, and a real fast start in the first quarter. Can't hit the front end of the 1-and-1. No box out. Kason Clark, the old board, and that's been a bugaboo for Gering a few times tonight here in this fourth quarter. A key defensive box out and rebound to get them heading to the offensive end of the floor. Now miscommunication. Muir and Kelly get their wires crossed, and Muir's pass goes into the first row of the bleachers. Muir checks out, and he'll take a seat on the bench. Right side, Van Ann. Franklin, they'll swing it left. Hunter Hayden into the paint. Runner with the right. Off the back of the iron, comes off into the hands of Kason Clark. Clark has 18. He scored 31 last night. 54 seconds to go. Blocking foul against Franklin. And another 1-and-1 opportunity. This time it'll be Creighton Siza at the stripe. And Siza has his second point of the ball game. He'll line up this second foul shot attempt. It's on the way. High off the heel of the iron into the hands of Jack Franklin. Outlet pass to Jacob Van Ann, who skies a three. Well over the iron. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Alliance basketball, 39-29, 42.7 to play. And now it's Jaron Matulka. Tried to find a cutting Creighton size, and he threw it off the back of the backboard. .42 seconds to play. Gering has it. Runner from Franklin. Got it, and a foul. Jack Franklin has 18 points tonight. Blocking foul. And I think Coach Baker wants another timeout. 38 seconds to go. Alliance struggling to officially close this thing out. We'll step away with a timeout on the floor. Alliance leads 39-31 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Franklin converted at the foul line to make it a three-point play, and now Alliance getting sped up by a little bit of full court pressure, and they throw it away out of bounds. It's 39-32. Gering still a long shot, but down 7 with 28 seconds to play. Gonna have to go in a hurry. Franklin to the rim. He gets it. He's got 21 points tonight. And a timeout again taken on the floor. It'll be a 30. We'll keep it right here. We're at a quarter after 9 o'clock here on this Friday night. At last check in the girls' finale for tonight over at Scotts Bluff. Scotts Bluff was in front of Mitchell by 10 after 3. That was about 10 minutes ago, so they're pretty deep into the fourth quarter there. 39-34. Gering has kept their fight up here in this fourth quarter against Alliance, trailed by as many as 15. But right now they've been able to chop that down to a 5-point deficit. Chase King will inbound. Full court pressure coming from Gering. King can run the baseline. Instead, we get a hold And that foul goes against Joseph Van An. Nope, check that. It looks like Franklin picked up the foul. That's his third. Creighton Siza. Little extra cushion there for Alliance. He hits the first. Double bonus time. And Siza hits both. 41-34, three-possession game. Van An missed the shot, ball loose on the floor, bodies all over the place. 10.5 seconds to play. We get a whistle. Jump ball, possession arrow will give it to Alliance. Alliance will play it in here from the near side wing in the backcourt. King gets it to Siza. Franklin defending. Now Kaysen Clark, Jaden Kelly, and a push by Joseph Van An. And with 4 seconds to play, it'll be Jaden Kelly at the foul line. And Kelly knocks it down. Alliance will move into tomorrow's championship matchup against Scotts Bluff. That one off the mark. And Franklin, can he tack on some more? He can. He buries a long one off the glass from just across half court to make it a 5-point margin to finish this one out tonight. Big fourth quarter for Franklin. Not enough to boost his squad to a victory, but the final tonight, Alliance closes out Gering by the final of 42-47 on our West Coast scoreboard. We'll get to our Runs of Post-Game show coming up right after this.
I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Panhandle Auto Group, Runza Restaurants, The Zone at Scotts Bluff Screen Printing, and by Chimney Rock Chiropractic.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Elite Physical Therapy, FNBO, A. Elliott Law, Northfield Retirement, and by Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
A final here tonight at Gering High School, the back end of a triple header on the Rural Radio Network as Alliance comes to Gering and beats Gering by the final 42-37. Jack Franklin scored 24. Gering could only get 4 guys into the scorebook here tonight. Not too much better for Alliance, although they did have 6 score. And Case and Clark led the way with 18 points. We'll see if we get a post-game conversation coming up with Gering head coach Kyle Cotton, but with the win, Alliance moves into tomorrow afternoon's championship game over at Scottsbluff. They'll take on the Bearcats. That one will tip at 2 o'clock. And Alliance, they will slide into a consolation game. You've got loser game 4 or 6 in a couple of different spots. I think rather than speculate, I know they want to try and make sure teams aren't playing somebody a second time here in this tournament. So I got to imagine Alliance will play Chadron at noon tomorrow. And that would mean Mitchell would play Sydney at 10 in the morning. I'm writing it down, but nothing official as of yet. Hey, we'll come back here, step away for a moment, come back, run down the scoring totals for both these squads after Alliance wins at Gering tonight, 42-37. More to come on the Runs of Postgame show right after this.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
Coverage of the 2020 Western Conference Basketball Tournament is brought to you by B&C Steel, Buyers Realty, WNCC, Extreme Dense, and by Platte Valley Companies.
Looks like we'll get some post-game coaches' comments coming up here with Gering head man Kyle Cotton. Appreciate Coach stopping up after a tough one here at home tonight. Night number 2, Gering falls to 0-2. They drop one to Alliance 42-37. Coach, really kind of a defensive-oriented game on both sides tonight. Overall thoughts coming out of this one on how you think you might have played?
Defensively, I thought we played excellent. To hold them to 42, I mean, that's a win right there. Most times you hold a team at Class B to 42, you get a W. We just didn't have enough help for Jack Franklin tonight. He's been playing excellent these last 2 days on offense and on defense. We just got to have someone else step up on offense. The one run in the third quarter there was the difference. You know, a few turnovers and them hitting some shots and some layups. Yeah, that's really the difference right there.
Jack 24, Brett had 10. Outside of that, everyone else combined for just 3 points tonight. So trying to find some other guys to score besides your top 2 is going to be key moving forward. You mentioned that defense, and I thought Brett in the first half against Case and Clark was outstanding. Really did a great job getting up into him every time he caught the basketball, fought around from the backside with a size mismatch working against him. Tip of the cap to Brett for his first half effort defensively.
Yeah, I thought he played excellent the whole game. You know, Clark ended up with, 18?
Yeah.
And he had to earn every single one of them. So super proud of the effort of Brett, but, you know, it was a good team defensive effort. I thought everyone was flying around. The late push there, we've done that twice in a row now, so it might be something we have to look at. Yeah, Brett was awesome on the defensive end. I thought everyone was.
Yeah, you mentioned when we spoke this morning you liked the fight and kind of the mentality your guys showed last night, and some of that same tonight. I know there's no such thing. You don't want those moral victories, but fighting all the way to the final whistle's got to make you feel pretty proud.
Yeah, you know, we got all these young guys playing key minutes, and they're coming in. They're not afraid to shoot. They're not afraid to defend. You know, we're asking them to do a lot as sophomores, but they're stepping up. Our big guys played well underneath as well. We just didn't score very well. And Alliance is a good team. You know, they've been in the state tournament, 2-3 years in a row, or 4 out of the last 5, or So we know what we have to do, and we're so close, Chris. I just hope we can get over that hump and play a full 32 minutes.
Yeah, Jack's been outstanding. Had 20 last night, 24 tonight, and really tried to do it all himself. Not really do it all himself, but had to score it all himself in the fourth quarter to keep you in it when he got 12 of his 24. He's been great.
Yeah, last night he scored a bunch in the fourth quarter as well. Like I said, we just got to find him a little bit of help. It'll help tomorrow having Max Greeley back. Hopefully he's back tomorrow. He can play the point for us and spread the floor and give us another ball handler out there. Maybe give some take some pressure off our big guys and especially Brett and Jack.
A little bit of a different bracket setup. So is this correct? Are you going to play Shadron at noon tomorrow?
I believe we play at 10.
So you're going to play
Sydney
at 10, and that would mean Mitchell would play Shadron in the noon game. Okay, so you'll play Sydney at 10, a much improved Sydney team.
Yes.
I know they were up tonight at halftime in the first game here, got outscored by 11 in the second half, but last night Dickman, I think, scored 18. They've got a sophomore, Micah Schneider, who kind of got a crafty game to himself and good little passer, can do some work with the ball in his hands. So, look, nothing's going to come easy right now, so these guys, your kids are going to have to come ready and dialed in.
Yeah, Sydney's playing much better than they were last year. They're scrappy. They play hard. They're physical. They have, a good fight to them. And we're going to have to come in. We're going to have to play well. We're going to have to play well on defense, and hopefully we can find some offense to go along with it.
There you have it from Kyle Cotton. Coach, appreciate you stopping up after a tough loss tonight. Rest up, and best of luck in the morning.
All right, thank you.
We'll see you over at Scotts Bluff. We'll come back with more right after this on the Rural Radio Network.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Western CPAP Supply has earned an impeccable professional reputation within the Wyoming and Western Nebraska region. Helping you get a good night's sleep is our passion. Our professional team understands sleep disorders from a personal and professional level because we have sleep disorders too. We use CPAP every night, and sometimes it just helps to work with people who share common ground. Our accredited CPAP supply company is approved by Medicare and Medicaid and is in network with most major insurance companies in the region. Western CPAP Supply, we're here to help.
Let's run down the post-game scoring numbers right now for both these teams. Check on the stats brought to you by Paul Reed Construction and Supply. Also the Rockpile Service Division Service and Equipment. They've been in business for over 35 years. Paul Reed Construction, 10th Street in Gering. Just the 4 players scored for Gering, 24 from Franklin. Brett Pazanka had 10, 2 for Joseph Van Ann late, and a single free throw made by Caden Bonsack. So hoping to get Max Greeley back tomorrow, the 6-foot sophomore who can do some things with the ball in his hand and putting it in the hole as well. For Alliance, Kason Clark, 31 last night. He finishes with 18 tonight. 9 for Jaden Kelly, an 8-point effort from Chase King. 4 for Creighton Size, a 2-spot for Jaron Matulka, and Jackson Bear finished with 1 made free throw tonight. We'll come back, name our Taco John's player of the game, and wrap up tonight's broadcast right after this.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scotts Bluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
The holidays are a time to connect with family, with friends, with each other. After a busy year, the holidays are the perfect time for laughing together, playing together, talking together, and celebrating together. Spend time this holiday season connecting with the people that mean the world to you, and let Allo take care of the connectivity.
Here of the game tonight for the Gering High Bulldogs. Jack Franklin scored 24 of the team's 37 points, and 12 of those 24, half of his output tonight came in the fourth quarter. 24 spot for Jack Franklin, an easy call for our Taco John's player of the game tonight for the Bulldogs. Make Taco John's a game day tradition. Unwrap the original before or after every game. Big thanks from myself to TJ and Onathan being on site tonight to make sure we get everything rolling properly for our TV stuff. I'll switch gyms tomorrow. I'll be over at Scotts Bluff. Jeff Kelly will head over this direction and handle the 3 girls games as we close out this year's Western Conference tournaments. Hope everybody's been enjoying all our television coverage the last couple of nights. That'll do it from Gering tonight. Winners here were Shadron, Scotts Bluff, and Alliance on the boys' side. Boys' championship game tomorrow will tip at 2 o'clock. Scotts Bluff and Alliance from over at Scotts Bluff. That'll do it from Gering for this evening. Have a good rest of your Friday night, everybody. So long and good night.